I think the lesson here is that if you're a leader who orders the murder of U.S. soldiers as part of a clandestine proxy war outside your own borders, we will find you and we will kill you. It's a very important and worthwhile lesson, and it is one that Qasem Suleimani has now learned, perhaps you could say the hard way. That should be restored in the perception of our enemies and our allies all over the world. Everyone should know what the response will be to killing Americans. Qasem Suleimani, as I discussed with you yesterday before this happened, remember we were talking about EFPs and the murder of U.S. soldiers. We've been discussing that here on this show. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps came up with the strategy and even manufactured the devices and showed Shia militia members in Iraq how to use them. And they weren't trying to just gain a hand over the ruling regime. It was specifically kill American soldiers, bleed them, wound them, cut off their arms, cut off their legs, kill them. That was the plan from the IRGC. We were not at war with Iran. We had not invaded Iran, killing our people. While we were engaged in, at that point, stabilization operations, trying to keep the lights on, get the sewage running, build some schools in Iraq. Whether you think that's a good thing for us to do or not, I will leave to talk about it on another day. They were trying to maim, trying to wound, trying to kill our soldiers, and Soleimani ordered operations personally, directly, that killed an estimated 500 to 600 U.S. soldiers. Realistically, it was probably double that. It's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of folded flags coming home to American families. Gold Star families told, sorry, dad or mom's never coming home because of this evil you-know-what. And now he's gone. I've got to tell you, this is a good day for America, and I know that the response could be ferocious from Iran, at least in the short term. People are overstating this, and I will get into that at some extent. I just wanted to declare, because we're going to talk about this a lot today on the show. This is now overshadowing everything else. The question is, are we going to war with Iran? After Afghanistan and Iraq and our quasi-war in Syria, are we going to go into an all-out conflict with Iran? I think that gets far ahead of where we are right now. And I don't agree with people like Bolton, who are already saying, I hope this is a step toward regime change. Because if we start getting involved in regime change in Iran, then we get involved in what comes after this regime. It's our responsibility. Nation building, peacekeeping operations, holding back the sectarian hatreds that stretch back centuries, over a millennium in some cases in this region. I mean, they're hating each other for quite some time. It's not going to stop anytime soon. We don't want that. We don't want to be in charge of Iran. We don't want to be the ones that topple the Iranian government. If the Iranian people take it upon themselves to finally get it together and oust these tyrants, good for them. But in the meantime, we should not be afraid of our own shadow here on the world stage. And we'll discuss the way that this is such a clear repudiation of what had become normalized under the Obama administration. President Obama had normalized bowing and apologizing, going all over the world and expressing this point of view that America is often the bad guy, has a lot to be sorry for. Meanwhile, if we're doing points on a board here, the rest of the world should be thankful for America every night they go to sleep, every day they wake up. Not saying we're perfect, but if you're going to start saying, what do we do that's good and what do we do that's bad? How have we helped the world and how have we harmed the world? It's not even close. We're not perfect, but we're a lot closer than any other country that has complete military superiority over any adversary on the planet.